Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ogi and you are watching About the Book and Stuff, a place where we freely talk about books however we want. In today's video, I will be doing a review on Zikora by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Zikora is a very short story that was written sometime last year, I think towards the end of last year, and it's just 30 pages. So for those of you that cannot read a text from beginning to end, this particular story is especially for you. When Zikora came out, I really wanted to read the text because it was written by Chimamanda. What do you expect? I was really excited about the text, so I could not wait to get my hands on it. But when I did get my hands on it, I think I was a little bit disappointed. Not that the text was not good, I just had a lot of expectations and I had the feeling that the text was incomplete. When I got to the end of it, I was like, okay, so where's the rest of it? I wouldn't say this is the best of her works, so I gave it 3 stars. But I'll let you guys be the judge of it. So if you've read this text, leave a comment below, tell me what you think about it. And if you have not, it's everywhere. It's on Amazon. And it's just a very short book. It's just 30 pages, so you do not have any reason not to read it. Okay, so let's just start. In this story, Chimamanda tells the story of Zikora, a young successful lawyer who is based somewhere in the US. This young lady fell in love with Kwame, a successful lawyer too, whose father was a Ghanaian and his mother an African American. These two people were in love with each other. It was obvious that they were in love with each other. They spent a lot of time together. They complemented each other really well. They were very happy with each other, but their happiness came to an abrupt stop or an abrupt end when Zikora got pregnant, and she was really excited about the baby, because she was 39 years old and Kwame was 37. They were both, mature people and should be ready to have a family. However, Kwame was not ready to have a baby, and the moment she told him that she was pregnant, that was the moment he stopped loving her. Aborting the child for Zikora was not an option because she knew she was running out of time. Even though she thought that she could actually take care of this child by herself, somewhere at the back of her mind, she was hoping that she wouldn't have to do that. The story unfolds when Zikora was actually in labor and in the hospital, and it was through her eyes, during the course of her labor, that we get to know everything that we know about these characters and their lives and their environments, their situations and everything else. So I think this should do for a summary. Well, let's go to the major themes in the text. One important theme in this story that struck me was the theme of childbirth and labor. A lot of people tend to downplay what it means to be pregnant or what it means to be in labor. So many people don't understand what this is, especially if you're not a woman. Another theme in this text is that of polygamy, and this is seen in the lives of Zikora's parents. I feel that it would be much easier on women to accept a second wife if their husbands or whoever it is they're married to decide to tell them before they get married to them that there's a possibility of them having a second wife, because she would be going into that marriage knowing that there is a possibility of her having a second wife, and accepting that person into their lives would be much easier. And if she thinks that polygamy is not something she can actually tolerate, she might as well just decide not to get married to this person. Well, that's my theory. I may be wrong and I may not be wrong, but I guess the more books I read about polygamy, the more certain I become that my theory is actually very right. Another theme in this text is that of expectations that are placed on women in the African society. Seen in the case of Milia Kuda, Zikora's cousin, who got married to this man not because she loved him, but because that was what was expected of her. And we see her lose herself in her marriage. She was not happy. She was, just giving birth to babies, even though that was not what she wanted to do. And it is actually sad to see that these type of things happen every single day in Africa, and not so many people take that into consideration. Well, I think I'm going to end this review right here. This is all I came on here to talk to you guys about. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, comment, turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post another video. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Mwah.